Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is brought to you in part by Sub-Zero Wolf Appliances, leaders in refrigeration and cooking.
We're back at Builder's Source Appliance Gallery, and we've got this Sub-Zero Wolf Kitchen all fired up. And Brian raced over here from Sadie's to make us another fantastic dish from his family's restaurant. What are we making today?
We're going to make now is a dish called the Roberto Special. This dish was named after my father. Everybody in the family has a dish on the menu that's named after him. This was kind of his concoction. It consists of potatoes, papitas.
Oh, the papitas. I love those. I'm glad we're going to learn how to make those today. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's very simple. Papitas, beans. We're going to make these with the red and green chili sauce, chili con queso sauce, a couple hamburger patties that go on top of that.
Red chili, green chili, and queso.
Yes, ma'am.
Three sauces. That's my kind of meat. All right.
We're going to do it up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go right into showing you how to do the papitas. It's a really simple process. We already have some that are already diced here, but you just take your potatoes, make sure they're peeled, cut them down into kind of strips like that, and just cube them up.
We've got a hot griddle over here. Do you want me to get anything started over here?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and grab those burger patties and throw them on the grill there.
Okay, these are huge.
Yeah, those are half-pound burgers.
Half-pound?
All the burgers
that's one thing I love about Sadie's, all of the huge portions.
Oh yeah, all our burgers are half-pound burgers.
Oh, listen to that sizzle.
So you got a nice hot grill. You always want to put your meat down on a nice hot grill.
Okay.
We're gonna test our oil, and it looks like it's.
Ooh, that's hot.
Oh yeah.
So you want your oil really hot before you throw those potatoes in?
Yeah, I would say about 350 to 375 degrees.
Okay.
That's pretty hot. I think we're just going to turn it up just a little bit, because once we add the potatoes in, the temperature of the oil will drop down a little bit.
Okay, and if you're looking for this recipe, you can go to southwestrestaurants.com and find all of the ingredients and all of the steps to make Roberto Special.
We're just going to keep adding these in. Careful not to splash. That's very hot grease.
Yeah, and I like my outfit, so please don't splash. I bet you've ruined a lot of outfits.
Well,
in there.
You know, that's why we wear the chef's coats, and so you don't ruin your
protective gear.
You don't ruin your outfits.
You gotta gear up, get all your protective gear on, and get in the kitchen.
Okay, now we're just going to go ahead and continue to add more potatoes. You want to get them in there fairly quickly so they all cook evenly together.
Now, are those going to you wait until they're like a brown color? Are they going to brown?
Yes, very nice hot golden brown. And I would say that's probably enough for the two dishes that we're going to do right there.
Okay.
Okay. Now, like to stir them up, make sure they get separated. So we try to get as much of an even cook on them as possible.
Don't burn yourself.
Okay.
Do you need my good luck again? No, you don't need that. Okay.
It always helps.
Couldn't hurt. Couldn't hurt.
So now we're going to let those go, and we're going to let those continue to fry. They're going to take a little bit of time. You want them a nice, deep golden brown. You want to make sure that they're cooked tender all the way through.
Okay.
So just turn up the temperature just a little bit. When you do add your potatoes, it does drop the temperature of the oil a little, and then
keep it going.
Now we're gonna turn back to the burgers here. And at Sadie's, we cook all our burgers the same way. We use diced onion.
Oh, look
a nice generous amount.
Now we're cooking for family here, so you and I can use hands, but I know in the restaurant you don't do that.
You know, in the restaurant, we're very, very particular, very conscientious about sanitary practices. We always wear gloves when we're prepping or cooking. We make sure that all our employees are doing that as well.
We know each other really well, so we're not worried about this.
Yeah. And this is another thing. We add garlic salt.
Yes.
And a pretty good amount of garlic salt. You can add.
You make your daddy proud.
Oh yeah.
That's a good amount of garlic salt.
Onions and garlic salt. And then we like to take the burger, smash it down onto the grill a little bit. Gets a nice caramelization on the burger.
You can see it embeds the onion into the patty. So
it sure does.
Yeah, they are one now.
And you know, it helps it cook a little more evenly. You know, a lot of people say don't smash your burgers when they're on the grill, but we do it so it helps get a nice crust on the bottom of the patty and smash the burgers and the salt into the meat.
Right, so you're actually infusing flavor into it, not losing flavor by just flipping.
That's right.
You'd lose the onions if you just flipped it.
That's right, and then when we do flip these, the onions are going to kind of cook into the meat and kind of caramelize on the outside.
Right.
Oh man, it's excellent. Just an excellent flavor.
And you've got two other things going on the stove here. What you've got?
These are pinto beans that we cook for a very long time.
Big pot of beans, takes all day on a Sunday.
Big pot of beans,
right?
And then our world famous chili con queso. It's one of the best chili con quesos that you'll ever eat.
I agree.
At the end of this plating of this dish, we top the whole dish with chili con queso.
Oh, that's just wrong. All right, well, we will put all of this together and make a fabulous treat when we come back.
Love Sadie's. Born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's a tradition growing up.